this team, can you name something or share something from question B?
We wanted to know, like, I mean, they're interested in maintaining the school culture that they work hard on throughout the year.
And someone from the Phoenix team, C.
Can I hire these teachers at the end of the summer?
Can I hire these teachers at the end of the summer? That's a great question to ask. So clearly from this exercise, we just wanted to get at that principals have needs and interests too, just like we're going to come into their schools and during that first meeting and through interactions with them throughout the entire spring and summer, we're going to work together to share our needs and make sure that their needs are being met. I do want to point out that this partnership is a continual process. We're going to think about what their needs are going to be in the first meeting up front in the spring. We're going to think more critically about what their needs are going to be when it gets closer to institute. That's more logistical needs. When it's in the middle of the summer, those needs are going to change, just like our needs are going to change. And I'm potentially anticipating those would be more student achievement focused. So this is an ongoing process that you should be continually thinking about throughout the different stages this summer. So now that we have talked about or started to generate and think about the principal's needs, interests, and point of view, we're now going to talk about our needs as school directors, our needs as an institute, to ensure that together, again, a partnership is formed and everyone is working together to make sure institute is up and running. Getting ready for your first meeting with principals, I am sure, just like I have experienced working with CPS this year and going and meeting with principals, I have a long list of questions I want to ask. Literally in my first meeting with CPS, just because I am working on the ISC or the ISAT, like I wanted to sit down and ask them every single little curriculum question. That was clearly not the time to do it. And we saw in SD and MS, she was asking a lot of questions in that first meeting, but was also asking questions that were nice to know versus need to know. Like asking the first meeting whether or not we have printers that our staff can access to print lesson plans. Clearly, that's a nice to know thing, not a need to know thing. So something that would be a need to know is, where's my CS room going to be? And that might not be something in the first meeting you're going to talk about, but clearly where your CS is going to be housed for the summer is a need to know before institute starts. Finding out if we have wireless internet at the school is also a nice to know, but not a need to know. So really being able to differentiate for yourself, or differentiate based on your school, and your IMT is going to help you prioritize based on what we already know about schools. I know Washington High School does not have wireless internet. Like, I can share with you that now, so you don't even have to worry about thinking about that later. So, we are going to actually turn to page 56 through 58 of your SD handbook. This is a very quick exercise just to get us started thinking about what the potential needs of an SD could be walking into that first meeting and potential following meetings with your school site administration. I do want to note here, this is a long list and could potentially be overwhelming. Again, getting your brain thinking about this, your IMTs will give you a lot more concrete guidance about what you actually do need to ask and get from each of your specific school site administrators. So in this activity, it's very quick. We've got 4 minutes. What I want you to do is, with this list, write a 1 besides 5 pieces of information that you believe you need to gather in your very first meeting with your principal. Bless you. And then you're going to write a 2 next to the 5 pieces of information you need to get eventually. That's a need to know piece of information. It's a real quick exercise, 4 minutes. Can I clarify any directions before we get started? Perfect. Go ahead and begin.